When you're a paramedic with Squad 51, there's never a dull moment. Because every time a moment even remotely approaches being dull, that's when the alarm rings out and you're off on another daring, thrilling, and definitely not dull rescue mission. Here's a moment that looks like it's about to get dull, but no, it's not. This moment seems dull. No, it's exciting. Maybe this one. No, it's extremely exciting.
Oh, I think I need a tranquilizer.
Want excitement? Tune in for Emergency, weeknights at 8, starting April 2nd only on TV Land.
You know, I think it's a pretty rare thing when a producer of a TV show can claim that because of his or her show, lives were saved. But with the TV show Emergency, perhaps above all others, Jack Webb can claim exactly that. Yep, good old Mr. Webb, along with show creators Robert Senator and Harold Jack Bloom, should be awful proud of this particular TV show, which debuted during the winter of 1972 and ran for 6 seasons on NBC. Emergency was part of an extended universe, which included the 60s version of Dragnet, along with Adam 12. In fact, some members of the Emergency cast showed up on Adam 12 prior to Emergency's premiere. Once it debuted, I really enjoyed Emergency. Each episode moved at a really decent clip, and while some of the show's attempts at humor sometimes felt forced, the authenticity of the program was never in doubt. The series aimed to be a realistic portrayal of emergency medical services, and pioneering EMS leader James O. Page served as technical advisor. Additionally, the 2 main actors, Kevin Tighe and Randolph Mantooth, they were actually required to attend paramedic training so that they could more accurately reflect the highly skilled EMS officers that were DeSoto and Gage. According to Wikipedia, the series aired at a time when ambulance coverage in the United States was rapidly expanding and changing, and the role of a paramedic was emerging as a profession. The series is credited with popularizing the concepts of EMS and paramedics in American society, and even inspiring other states and municipalities to expand the service. So there you go. Emergency truly did save lives, and its legacy continues to do so even today. As a kid, I didn't realize just what a force for good Emergency was. I just liked it for its adventure. Heck, I even enjoyed the Saturday morning animated version of the show called Emergency +4, which ran for a couple of seasons during the mid-70s. And while I didn't actually purchase the Emergency comic book published by Carlton Comics, no, my hard-earned cash was usually reserved for the Cape Crusader, I still would take time to leaf through the pages at our local Rexall drugstore. Although no one ever complained, I'm quite sure they grew weary of me hanging out there after school. And if I remember correctly, my friend Leslie, whose dad was our local police chief, he had the Emergency lunchbox while we were in elementary school. And as with most lunchboxes during that era, the graphics were top-notch and really did a great job of capturing the spirit of the show. I'm quite certain that it probably made the food, whatever food was inside, taste better as well. Yep, these guys pretty much became pop culture icons during the 70s, so much so that one of my favorite bands, The Tubes, made it a point to include Mantooth in the lyrics to their classic song, What Do You Want From Life? Folks, I know I'm talking about Emergency here, but more than 40 years later, the debut album from this band still holds up as an art rock pop culture masterpiece. And speaking of Randolph Mantooth, a quick trip over to his official website reveals that he has become something of an unlikely icon for those who make fire service and emergency medical services their career. In fact, he has been speaking at industry conferences since 1986. Randy's message is uplifting and heartfelt and recalls his more than 40 years of close relationships with firefighters, paramedics, and EMTs. Emergency may never get the acclaim of Jack Webb's signature TV show Dragnet, but you know what? I dare say that the show has been way more impactful. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments section, and while you're at it, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And what the heck? Why not consider subscribing to my little YouTube channel? I talk about music, movies, and television, mostly from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.